Thank you for your attendance. The following is a free-form speech, and the name of it is Letter to Prez. I did not think about any of the points that I wanted to make first. I just had one grandiose and major point that I wanted to make. So I'll be all over the place for a couple of minutes, but I want to say to Prez this. I'm not thinking about popular consensus. I'm not looking at track record. I'm not looking at anything other than the fact that you are the commander-in-chief of this wonderful nation that many have fought and died for, and many have got rich in, that many have thrived and prospered in. I'm not talking about the negative right now, because if I was, I myself, coming from absolutely nothing, would not be here. I would not even have a voice. My voice and what I say would not be protected by many people, places, and things. But in reference to you, I will say this. You are the active commander-in-chief of the only place to our knowledge in the cosmos where free speech and freedom of expression and the freedom to come and go as you please and to do what you want exist. There's places trillions of miles away that may exist, but they don't have beings that are geniuses that are able to take literally grains of sand and make computer out of it. They don't have what exists in the cosmos no one knows, but here, right here, the place where many have made much millions, billions, the place where you may have been grown or born nothing, literally walking with your feet in the dirt, and then now that you're very rich and prospering, people who have done that don't take a second to realize that this is the homeland of freedom, justice, and equality. So before anybody chimes in and says you didn't get the cookie or the biscuit that represents these things, understand that you are where it is at. So are you working for freedom? Are you working for justice? Are you working for equality? Now that was a tangent. But back to you, Prez, I say this. Your significant other, in other words, your wife, protect your wife, because it's more than a job that you have right now, but in a few short years, she is going to be remaining by your side. But you have to continue to work for that, because nothing is actually given or granted. I mean, certain things are given and granted in the essence of marriage because it's a contract. I get it. It's a contract under God. And I'm not claiming to try to give clarity to what you have and what you made for yourself. But in a couple of years, that essence is going to remain. The marriage that you've created and born and bred and maintained, that's who's going to be right by your side. Your family is going to be who's right by your side. So protect them. Protect them against what people are saying, against even what people are just trying to go against and everything like that, because that's what's tangible. This job that you have, I'm making no comment about it because this is not what this is about. This is not at all political. But what I will say is this also, is that it is your duty to stay sane throughout all the madness, because a lot of this has culminated for literally hundreds of years. Not to have a pessimistic view on anything, but a lot of things that are going bad. Some people say it's in the Bible and all that like that. Well, that has really nothing to do with you, because you yourself are a person and you took on a job to do and to uphold freedom and to uphold justice, uphold equality, defend freedoms and everything like that. And seeing as though that you are the CEO, you are the president of this nation, I say this: focus, because what only matters matters, and our lives matter and our concerns matter. Understand that. But you have to take care of yourself and you have to take care of your family, because that's what matters. And us as a country, that's what matters. and our interest and our how we excel. Yes, I understand that. I understand that matters. But you have to take care of yourself, and you have to take care of your family. Moving forward, I want to say this. Um, on her perspective, to your wife's perspective, and I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but I understand it's very difficult, because it's difficult for you, because I understand that you have a lot of power granted to you. I have a lot of power granted to me, because in my freezer, in my fridge, I have a choice of what to eat. Now, if that is not exhibiting power, I don't really care about other things. I don't care about McLarens and gold Beamers. I don't care about that. I'm just giving you a synopsis of the power that I have. But ma'am, you have a lot of power. What I'm asking for you to do is to hold it together. Is to hold it together. Be by his side, because I know things are frustrating with the yit did of millions of people that think they have the answer and the way, and your answer and your way and what's best for you. But you know what's best for you. I understand that. But being very careful and being very respectful. You are the number one lady on the planet. You are the most powerful lady on the planet. Right now, this is a job right now. But I understand that he takes it more than a job, and I realize that. But right now, being by his side, what we all need you to do is hold it together. Because these are not easy times. These are not easy times even for you, with all the power and all of the prestige and all of the limelight. As a matter of fact, these are very difficult times for you, and I understand that. What I'm asking you to do is to be patient and to have the faith, because more people are actually praying for you than you would even imagine. Not praying because of the power that you have and the prestige that you have, but praying because you also are an American. You're an American, and you are the most powerful person on the planet when it comes to women. You are the most powerful woman on the planet. So associate and know your role by the side of your man, because he needs you right now. He needs you more than ever. And we need you as this country. We need somebody to be by the side of the most powerful man on the planet. And you are that person. And your family is your family, and nobody has any say so. Nobody has any. No one has any bargaining chips. Nobody has anything to say about what you can and cannot do. But all I will say is this: just tone it out, because it doesn't matter. People are going to come across and accost your spirit. They're going to threaten you because they're sick. And they're foolish, and they're trying to impose their wills, and they're trying to break up the continuity of freedom and of justice and equality, and what we could just go out and do what we want to do. That's America. They can't do that over there. They may have a lot of money, but they can't do that because their situations are really messed up. And so the narrative is that, they have a lot of money. They can do what they want to do. No, they can't. Because here you can say what you want and do what you want. And anybody that has anything to say about that, stay out of my comments, because you know what I'm talking about. You could go out there. You could go do anything you want right now. Today you could wake up and have $1 in your pocket, and by legal ways, you could have $1,000 or more. Cash money. You can't do that everywhere. Matter of fact, there's a lot of places you can't do that. So, ma'am, I end the closing like this. Stay by his side. Because what people say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Their opinions don't matter. They're gonna try to say things, horrible things. It doesn't matter. They don't exist. And they'll be treated in a way that they don't exist. Because what matters is that you're free. And what matters is that I'm free. What matters is that your husband is free. And what matters is that we all are free. And if we all come together and we all continue to work for justice, freedom, and equality, and there's a lot of other things too, but we stick together in these times. We stick together. We be there for each other. We don't always quick to turn our backs or looking for the quick solution. Then we'll make it. Not only will we make it, we'll thrive. Not only will we thrive, but we'll prosper. And we will continue to be great. So with that, I pass. God bless.